They'll put 2 receivers left, 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study. A 10
to 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone?
2nd down and just 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run it here.
The fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down.
The quarterback.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. They go back to the air here after the INT. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary, very key here in this one.
You have to cut me off because, you know, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green,
they'll bring a receiver in motion right. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards for number 11.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Now he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in position. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And that'll be incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. And the wide out in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Out to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes...
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get this up only to about the 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Good solid gain on first down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Shift together here from the D-line. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. 3rd down and 3. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers. Get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback. And he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
That is incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they'll go into the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offense...
bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Carry here for their fullback. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Franks' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
No, Jack, Patriot, here we go. Green. No.
And he motions the wide receiver. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. No, Jack, Patriot.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. And now he'll let... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here. Brandon, I love how in the game of football, everything that we call new, if we research it, we find out it's old. Mobile quarterbacks have been around forever. Those who can extend a play and find open receivers downfield, those guys never get old.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about after. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to plow forward up. Jeez, I don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter, let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups We're going to see him when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result could be a big, big play.
And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw here. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he'll get only a couple up to the... They'll look to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. They come out here in the eye. They'll drop the throw. And he comes back with one complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll still in search of the first down after that last completion. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Give him 27 yards that time. And that's good for a Miami first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
This guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A gain of 6 there on first. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And the Colts getting ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense, so you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Hill bites, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second down and 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the wing. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. A big play there for Indy. 55 yards. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw here. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everything.